I'm going to swim the English Channel.
No, I'm saying...
I wasn't asking. Please pass the bread.
That was a clip from Young Woman and the Sea, based on the true story of Trudy Ederle, who became the first woman to swim across the English Channel in 1926. And joining me now is the star of the film, Daisy Ridley. Hi, Daisy. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. You were so good in this. I mean, it's also wild to me to think that I actually don't know who Trudy Ederle is. I mean, she's the first woman to swim across the English Channel, and I have no idea who she is. So how special does it feel for you knowing that you're playing a really big part in telling her story?
Really amazing. When I read the script, I did not know her either. And it's been one of those things that as I've been telling friends and family what I was working on, everyone goes, oh, I didn't know that. It's just so bonkers. So being able to share her story is amazing. But also, even in the past couple years, I've had like a crossword quiz that was about Trudy. Yeah, and I thought, oh my gosh, so there's this public consciousness is happening at the same time, which is so wonderful. And look, there are so many amazing women who have been lost to history, so being able to tell one of their stories is wonderful.
You know, we all know the intense physical training you went through for the Star Wars films, but you've said that learning how to be a swimmer for this film was a whole other thing. So on the days that were particularly tough, do you go to like a happy place? How do you get through those tough days?
I mean, there are a couple moments in the film where I'm girding myself before the swim, and there was a lot of that. I had a support boat during the big swim. So we filmed at the end of the film. It was 9 days in the Black Sea, and it was not comfortable. But each time getting back on the support boat, I would be wrapped in blankets. I'd have a hat on. We'd be playing some music, trying to have a dance. And then before I had to get back in, because of course you have to stay warm, do a massive warm up with music on and try and then also all the people behind the scenes. The hair and makeup designer Shan, my costumer Alex, and my swimming coach Siobhan were all with me. So each time I plopped in, I was alone, but I would look up and see my amazing cast, and then they'd call cut and I'd look at the support boat and see my amazing team. So it was sort of art imitating life in that way, of all the people behind the scenes helping me to do what I needed to do.
I mean, that just sounds incredible. Is it wild for you then to watch those scenes back? Is there a moment where you were watching it back thinking like, I can't believe I did that?
Yes. I mean, yesterday, I think also seeing it on such a big screen, there's no way that we could have faked that scope. And seeing tiny little me in the sea, and then that big old boat that was next to me. I mean, even when we had just finished filming, I thought, goodness me, and also the currents were moving, so we would start in one place and end somewhere else, because of course you can't really control where you're going when the engine of the boat was off, and then sometimes I'd have to wait for the engine to start and then try and keep the same pace that it was going. But it was one of those things, I'm like a duck in that I'm good up here, and down below I'm so panicky. But I'm good at sort of separating those two things. And then after the fact, I could do the panic for real.
Well, I personally, and I know a lot of people are very excited that you are coming back to the Star Wars universe for a new film. Fans are excited. It must feel good hearing all of that excitement, right?
Yeah. It was strange I felt like I was 21 again, saying yes to something and then keeping it quiet again. And it was really strange. It took me back to baby me at 21. But that announcement, the joy it was met with, was really wonderful. And again, I mean, being able to step into someone else's vision and being able to embody someone that has been created with such love and care and craft, is wonderful. And JJ came last night to the premiere, so it was really special for him to be there. Yeah, I mean, I just look back on the last 10 years and just filled with so much joy, and I have a lot of blessings.
Listen, have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
And you can catch Young Woman and the Sea streaming now on Disney+.